Home today, police and fire crews in Colerain will take part in a new kind of training that will change the way they respond to an active shooter incident. 9 on Your Side reporter Shannon Kettler live this morning in Colerain to take a look at how it's happening. Hi, Shannon.
Hi, good morning, Brian. This really is a first of its kind training for these firefighters and police officers as well. And joining me now to tell us more about it is Captain Darren Edwards, the Colerain Township Fire Department. Thanks for joining us this morning.
It's our pleasure.
So you guys are going to train to go into an active situation, which is very untraditional for you.
Correct. Usually the fire department and the emergency responders that do medical treatment stand by in ready state on the outside until an all clear is given by the entry team, SWAT teams, police departments, and then we proceed in to get the victims.
So why change this?
We've seen over every incident we get more and more information. If you look at Columbine, it took probably 45 minutes for the very first patient to actually get en route to a hospital. We really don't have that much time. We've noticed that through research, all the victims, basically the death is due to bleeding out. And the wonderful thing about Boston Marathon, when we see the research that comes out on that, is the timeliness, because they had the medical teams right there, the rapid transport. They probably will have had the very first patient transported within 10 minutes. And that's why we see less and less death when we can shorten that time.
So you're willing, though, to put your life at risk to try and help these people, but you won't go in by yourselves, I understand, right?
Right. Our creed is this, that you risk a lot to save a lot. So if there are salvageable victims and patients inside, then we're willing to look at the risk assessment. That's why the police department and the SWAT teams are also there. That's their specialty.
So you'll go in with a police escort?
Absolutely. They're the entry teams we follow with. While they're in there doing their law enforcement, looking for the victims, the bad guys that is, we're in there looking for the victims that we can extract and get medical care and get to the definitive hospital of their, trauma centers.
And so real quick, this is just the beginning for your training, right?
Absolutely. This is day one of phase one. We would like everybody to be truly trained and functional by the end of summer. We're going to do live scenario exercises today. The paramedics that are doing this tactical medic class also has to go to the Ohio Police Officers Academy to become firearms certified in the case that situation arises, because it's going to be dynamic situations inside a building. They also need to take on combat casualty care, just like the military trains their paramedics.
So this is just the beginning here today?
Absolutely. This is day one of a long journey of developing a program that unfortunately we see is needed in the fire service now.
All right, well, Captain Edwards, thank you very much for joining us out here this morning. That training will get underway this morning at 10 o'clock.